Take this job and shove it. Hey.
Welcome back to Trucker 921. Today, I'm going to be talking about how to become a truck driver and the things you need to know and what you need to do to become a truck driver. Now, everybody knows you got to go to truck driving school. So, for those of you out there that want to try and become a truck driver, I'm going to be telling you some things, and we'll see if you make a good truck driver or not. Well, when you show up to truck driving school, they're going to ask you if you graduated. Just tell them, yeah, you graduated. They ain't going to check it. They just want to make sure you can count to 18, because that way you can make sure all your tires are there. Now, one of the things you're going to need for truck driving school is a driver's license. Now, if you have a hole punched in the top corner of yours, they might not take it. Well, seeing as how you got the highway patrol out here kicking out windshields and suspending everybody's licenses, it's not hard to find a truck driving job if you graduate the school. If you got a whole bunch of tickets and points on your license, they'll tell you that's okay. There's a bunch of companies out there that haul trash. They'll hire just about anybody. Now, they told me that they prefer people not have any more than 5 DUIs, but I guess you can have a couple, because most of the cars in the parking lot, they had DUI plates. Now, if you have a whole bunch of assault charges against you, I guess that'd be okay. They just tell you you fit right in being a truck driver. Well, if you don't speak any English, that's okay too, because they got this picture book that you can follow along in. Truck driving school really ain't that bad, although when I showed up for my first day, the instructors was out front fighting. I wasn't sure if I showed up to the right school or not. Now, there's a bunch of different truck driving schools you can go to, but some of the bigger companies, they got their own schools they'll send you to. A buddy of mine, he told me he met his recruiter in a bar fight. He said, I never thought the guy was beaten up was going to give me a job in a couple weeks. Well, you do have to be willing to take a shower at least once a week, whether you need it or not, because the first day of truck driving school, they make everybody take a shower. And then, after everybody gets the shower, that's when they give you your first baseball cap and set of sunglasses. Now, getting through the classroom part really isn't that hard because they give you a 15-minute break every 10 minutes. Now, I also tell people that you gotta be able to sit still for at least 5 minutes so you can complete the classroom part of the training. And then you gotta do the chair part of the training. That's where they put you in this chair and it vibrates and bounces up and down, and that's to simulate the road bumps. And then it dumps you forward onto the floor to simulate a crash.
Family.
Now, you don't have to be very mechanically inclined to be a truck driver. You just usually tell them that the doohickey's connected to the whatchamacallit and it turns the thingy. That answer works for about every question. Because anytime you go get your truck worked on, that's what the mechanic expects to hear. Now, you might need to be able to run a little bit to be a truck driver, because I wouldn't worry as much about if you're going to graduate as I'd worry about staying out of the way when they put some of these people up in a big truck to try to drive it. And if you graduate truck driving school, you're going to need to pick up a few swear words in your vocabulary, because there's a couple places you'll go to that's using those as the only way they'll unload you. You're also going to need to know your right from your left. So when you hear
to the right, when you see lights and hear a siren, please give us some room.
When you need us,
We've got your back.
do you have our back?
Now, towards the end of training, they're going to want to ask you a safety question. For me, the instructor, he stood in the front of the classroom and looked around, and he seen Bill sleeping in the corner. So, to me, and said, okay, you and Bill are coming down this mountain, and your brakes go out. And down at the bottom of this mountain is a 2-lane bridge. And you see another truck already jackknifed across the bridge, blocking both lanes. What do you do? I said, well, I reach over and I wake up Bill. And the instructor goes, Bill, why are you going to wake up Bill? And I said, well, like you said, me and Bill are a team, and he ain't been driving very long, and I'd feel bad if he missed this accident we're getting ready to have. If you do decide to go to truck driving school, I'm just going to say I try not to sleep through all of it. Some of it is important. In my next videos, I'm going to tell you about my time in truck driving school. And I want to thank everybody for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. And until next time, be safe and drive smart.